Now joining us on the news to share his thought is Bolu Michael-Biyi, an international analyst. Hello, Bolu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All
Good
right,
evening.
now let's begin with the elephant in the room. That's the significance, of President Biden's struggles with articulation, especially during the debate. What impact do you think this might have on voter perception, of his competence and leadership?
A political debate of any kind, especially a presidential debate, is an opportunity, for the candidate to have the focus of the country on them, and they now decide what they want to use that platform or that opportunity for. And I think Trump capitalized on that greatly. And, he seemed pretty prepared, but President Joe Biden, but he didn't really articulate himself. He didn't really show his mettle. And I think it might affect voters' perception of his competence and ability, especially his physical stamina to be able to continue the job. If he's about 82 right now and way past the retirement age, and if he gets a second term, he'll be the around 86. He's already the oldest president in the U.S. history. So, it was said that he had a cold and all. But what about the times when he didn't have a cold? He still stumbled. So I think he didn't make a good impression to swing voters.
All right, now during the debate, Trump actually focused on immigration and the economy during this debate. And in that, he actually leveraged Biden's perceived weaknesses. How effective would you say that strategy was? And how do you think it might or would influence undecided voters?
Yeah, and in the book How to Win Election, Cicero said that they'll tell the people what they want to hear, and if you don't, they'll punish you for it. I think Trump is aware of that fact, and and he capitalized on that. He really emphasized on immigration and also the economy, which are the two factors that pollsters that internal campaign groups they conduct polls to feel the pulse of the people, to know the issues they should focus on, and the American people have they seem to be interested in economy and immigration, and he focused on that greatly. And unfortunately, Biden kind of stumbled along the line by saying that, okay, I wouldn't say that terrorists didn't enter the country. I mean that was he shouldn't have said that, I think, and Trump really capitalized on that, and I think it might work in his favor in terms of people who are still undecided about who they should choose between the two candidates.
All right, now, Trump's reluctance to commit to accepting election results unless they're fair and free, echoes his stance from previous elections. Now, how do you think this stance would affect voter trust in the electoral process?
I personally don't see anything wrong in what Trump said, because the question is, should the people in a nation accept a free and an election that is not free and fair? That's the question. Should the people in the country accept an election that is not fair? So why should a candidate accept an election that is not free and fair? So he has made his point clear. Should the election be free and fair, I'll be happy to accept it. And I think it's what most politicians would say. We shouldn't just accept an election simply because the Electoral Commission has announced. I don't think any country whatsoever or any candidate should accept the result of an election that is not free and fair. So I think most viewers would not be surprised by his response. He has always made that clear, and I believe that many people would align with such sentiments as well.
All right, now most stakeholders, Bolu, seem to think that for Trump to actually contest, he's trying to run away from jail. Now, with him facing criminal indictments, related to attempts to subvert election results, how do you think, this legal context would influence public opinion and the dynamics of the 2024 presidential race?
First, there's this principle of the immunity whereby a president cannot really be punished, for acts that that they did in office while in office, and I think a lot of people are having that sympathy towards Trump now because they probably believe that it's politically motivated, all the legal battles and all, and Trump so far has been able to surmount them, which may make him have that perception of a strong leader. So he might actually get sympathy votes, and he might actually could come across to him and come across the voter as a strong person. Also, he has faced worse issues. When he was running for the first time, they said he groped women. A lot of things went around about him, and he was still able to defeat Hillary Clinton. I don't think people will care much about the legal battle that he's facing right now, because the issues that are important to the American people is the economy rather, and immigration, not his legal cases. I
All
don't
right.
think it would affect the voters, negatively, against Trump that much.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Bolu, for your analysis on this. We appreciate you for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me.